Alright guys, so I'm gonna tell you guys why I bought a Yeng Yeng bike or a small bike. Now, I haven't had a bike for over a year. I haven't had a bike for over a year. I sold my bike in May of 2024, right? And since then, I just bought back a bike in what month are we? August. So that's 1 year and 5 months? No. May, June, July, August. 1 year and 3 months, yeah. So that's 1 year and 3 months that I've been without a bike, which is the longest period I've ever been without a bike since I've owned bikes. I think the longest I've ever gone before that was maybe 6 months or something like so, or 3 months, something like so. But 1 year is basically the longest that I've ever gone without a bike. And may I tell you guys, it was really stressful. There were times when I needed to go out, I needed to get out, and the car just wouldn't satisfy that need. The car just could not satisfy that need that I had, that yearning for the road and that yearning of freedom. The car just couldn't do it. So I said to myself, if I'm going to buy back a bike, I wanted to go back to come back into the bike world good. And when I say that, I mean buying a brand bike, right? And when I say brand bike, I mean one of the big four: Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, or Kawasaki. Any one of those big fours I wanted to buy. However, when I reach at a certain amount, I realized that it's gonna take a lot more for me to reach. Oh, this I call me. It's gonna take somebody I call me. Let me go wait. Let me see if I can answer. Oh shit. Anyways. I disconnected the call. Anyways, yeah, I realized that it was going to take a lot more to reach. It's going to take a lot more to reach up to the amount to buy like a literal big bike or a good bike. So I said, instead of being out of the game for so long, I'm just going to take the step and make the commitment and just buy a Yeng Yeng bike, which is this bike right here. I honestly, in my garage, in my perfect garage, I had it in mind to buy back a Yeng Yeng bike, but not right now. But it so happens that I just couldn't stay out of the bike world for too long. Really and truly, I couldn't stay out of the bike world for too long. So I said, here what, I'm gonna make the step and I'm gonna buy back a bike, right? That are one of the reasons why I bought a Yeng Yeng bike. The next reason, basically, is for business purposes. So, growing older and getting more mature, basically, me say, I want to invest in businesses. I want to start my business. I want to do something, like I want to have an income outside of my 9 to 5, which I already have an income outside of my 9 to 5, but I want something that is, I want to build something from the ground up. So buying this bike will also be the main bike in my riding school. So previously I taught persons how to ride bikes, and I'm continuing that with this bike, and hopefully, God's willing, I will be able to legalize everything. Sorry. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to legalize everything and also work towards getting my my instructor license and certification and all of them things there, you know, working towards getting all of that. So this bike will be in my biking school. So for those who are willing to learn and willing to pay, because it's not free. It's not free. Whoa, what's a ditch there? Bro, dog. I need to put something right there. So yeah, this bike will be the #1 bike in my biking school. Persons who have their bikes can bring their bikes as well. So I want this biking school to be well established. I already have an Instagram page. I may change the name a little bit, but for now the name is Paradise Motorcycle Training. You can go ahead and follow it and stay tuned for any updates that I will have as it regards to that and learning how to ride bikes and thing. Alright, the other business that I have this bike for, I know that a lot of you guys are going to learn, are going for your rider's license, and quite frankly you probably don't round them down. Quite frankly, you probably don't have anybody to borrow a bike from. Right? You might get a one bike to learn how to ride off. However, you don't have a bike to go to the exam, to conduct the exam on. Now, that is where I come in. Now, if you'd like, I would also do I would also do like rental. So you're going to do your rider's test, you can book me and I will come along with the bike and you can conduct your test there, right, for a fee of course, and that will be discussed further on. Everything right now, everything is in planning stages, guys, but those are things that I'm planning to do. And you want me drive, come over here, so look on this traffic here. Me if you drive, come over here. Anyways, always getting sidetracked and things. But yeah, I bought this bike mainly for business purposes. It will not be a bike that I commute like before, where I only had a bike. This will not be like that. This will be, call it my secondary option as it regards to commuting. However, when school start back and traffic start pick up and all hell breaks loose on the road, I will still have this bike and it will be my transport due to traffic, because I don't like traffic, bro. However, it will not be something that I ride every single day, like, you know, every single day of the week. It won't be, because what I want for that, I want to get a brand bike like the MT-03 that I had. I would like one of those back, so I can daily that. And when I mean by daily, I mean like ride it every single day. That would be my #1 form of transport, and then my car would be my second form of transport. Whew. Yo, the sun is hot. The sun hot, you know, bruv. Jeez. But yes, just to answer a lot of y'all's questions, because a lot of persons are saying that, yo, Paradise, you're due for an upgrade, and quite frankly, I believe you guys, I am due for an upgrade. You know, little bikes aren't really my thing anymore. These bikes, I'm actually afraid of them, and I'm scared of these bikes because they're so easy to get out of control. They have little handling, like, and in terms of safety, it's non-existent, bro. Like, if you're in a situation where you need to stop fast, these bikes, the brakes on them are not going to, unless you as a person know how to properly conduct yourself. The bike itself is not going to help you. It will just be your skill. You get what I'm saying? So that is just something that I cannot put up with at this day and age. Like, guys, I am changing so much things about myself, so that Karen knows I peek out, so we just take with time, because I look like him probably I come out. Yeah, that is it. Like, I want to teach you guys so much about the road. you know. And I'm not saying these bikes aren't good, they're just not great. And I mean, that's a trade-off. It's a Chinese bike. It's a Chinese bike. It's not Japanese. You know that normally anything that's built in Japan, when I go cross the intersection, a lot of persons will turn on in the intersection without indicating. So that's why I'm using my horn a while ago. This bike is very silent, and car drivers will not. Mad. Car drivers, they probably won't hear you until you're directly at their window. I drive, so and a lot of the times these little bikes, them basically creep up on me. Like me no hear them none tall until they reach up to me door. So we're out on the Spanish Town Road bypass. Woo. People are coming out of the line because traffic. Hey, this brake is very sharp. Very, very sharp. My burn, man. The drive up now, my hot skull. So we have to take St. John's Road. Go down, you have to take St. John's Road and go straight up. Yeah, but let me see if I covered everything. So that's basically why I bought back a small bike. And honestly guys, I couldn't stay. Woo! I couldn't stay out of the bike world for so long, guys. I've been out for too long. Like, can take that way if I want to go a bag walk and thing. I think it's the first time I'm ever riding out here. Yeah. We got St. Catherine, which school this again? The high school? I was going past, but I'm just going to settle. School zone, so we just have to go easy. Woo! Yeah. Today looks like orientation or whatever, grade 7 or whatever. That's a pretty bike, bruv. What else? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think that basically speaks to it about why I bought back a small bike. But don't worry, guys. We have plans for the near future. we have plans for the near future to acquire a bigger CC bike. The thing is, I will always have a small bike in my garage. I cannot do without a small bike. I cannot do without a small bike. So I will always have a small bike in my garage, one of these bikes especially, and then I want to have my brand bike like a MT-03, maybe a MT-07, and I definitely want to have like a 600cc, like a Kawasaki or a Yamaha. Yeah, I definitely want to have that, and all of that just takes time, guys, and a lot of investment and some savings. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of the journey. I'll be logging off from talking as much right now. So, yeah, see ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.